Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today I have a marathon for you lined up here. Thank you so much, Jay, for sponsoring this marathon. This is a band I've never heard. I actually had to look up the pronunciation. So it's called Lindisfarne, and I did it this way. Let's see if this records itself.
Lindisfarne.
Lindisfarne. There we go. So Lindisfarne. I hope I don't get copyrighted by Google or something. But yeah, Lindisfarne. We're gonna do 5 tracks. So Jay here, he wanted me to do. This is from the album Nicely Out of Tune. 2 songs. We're gonna do. This is from what year? 1970. Awesome. We're gonna do The Things I Should Have Said and Winter Song, and then from the album Fog on the Tyne, I think, or Tin. I think it's Tyne. Fog on the Tyne. I guess a river. Fog on the Tyne. We're gonna 1971. Just a year later, we're gonna do City Song, Passing Ghosts, and January Song. And this is Google blocking the video right now. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Jay, for sponsoring this video. I do appreciate it. The last video that we the last marathon was super interesting with Pentacle and Steel Eye Span and all that great music. But yeah, today Lindisfarne is up. So get yourself a drink, get yourself a cup of coffee, whatever you like. This is going to be a longer video. I mean, not too long, but it's, you know how long these tend to get. So let's give it up for Lindisfarne, The Things I Should Have Said. Here we go. Thank you so much.
Leaving me alone with someone that I only knew by sight. So we sat and watched each other through the fading firelight, each one waiting for the silence to be broken.
Very nice.
But the things I should have said that were whispering in my head would not be spoken.
Okay.
The black guy must have glared at me with malice in his eye. The spittle from his twisted lips ran down to his bow tie. I was dumb before his accusations, I did not deny. When he done with me, I stood outside the shelter, and the things I should have said that came rushing to my head no longer matter. Beaches from whose hallowed mouths breathe pearls of wisdom fall to those who scroll obscenity upon the alley wall. The joke is on the bloke who never spoke a word at forgotten, and the things I should have said that I was keeping in my head have been forgotten.
Very cool. I'm loving it. It has a certain vibe, like it once, I mean, it sounds a bit like psychedelic rock, but then again it doesn't, because it's not. I love those harmonies. They give me like a Beatles vibe, early Pink Floyd, but Pink Floyd then again was so psychedelic, so I'm gonna rule Pink Floyd out of there. But it's very, very, I like it very much. And last time, the last marathon I did for Jay was 69, all 69 songs out of 69. And I love that this is 70, 71. So we're still in that era, of that beautiful, like all those beautiful female vocalists are amazing in the last marathon. You guys enjoyed it. I released it and got a very great reception. I was very happy for Jay, because I mean, it's such a cool feeling to request something and then say, get like, hey, I love that stuff, that you put together for Nick. So, and I'm just like, I enjoy this so much. So yeah, I'm really liking the sound of this band. Very nice acoustic, but also it has like this organ on, nice drumming. It's very inviting. It's very warm. It's like, I like it. Like, let's continue, and I'm gonna look up some facts. Now that I've heard the first song, I usually go on Wikipedia and, check out where they're from and stuff like that. So let's go. Very cool. So yeah, so they're from England. I pretty much knew that because of, I don't know, just the accents. 1 second here. I want to do this real quick. Work's calling. So I can do this and I can work on the other computer. So yeah, but this is definitely, I guess it says genre folk rock. Yes, folk rock, but I mean, I guess because of the, the harmonizing of the vocals, acoustic guitars. Let's see if they get a little bit heavier, but if they don't, I wouldn't mind. I think they have a very nice sound going on. And so this is from the same album, Winter Song. Let's check that out. Beautiful.
When winter's shadowy fingers first pursue you down the street, and your boots no longer lie about the cold around your feet, do you spare a thought for summer whose passage is complete, whose memories lie in ruins and whose ruins lie in heat? When winter comes howling
great bass.
When the wind is singing strangely, blowing music through your hair, and your rain-splattered windows make you decide to stay in bed. Do you spare a thought for the homeless tramp who wishes he was dead? Or do you pull your bedclothes higher, dream of summertime instead, when winter comes howling in?
It's beautiful. You know why, guys? Oh my god, I'm looking out the window. It's literally snowing. And it's March 3rd. You know, so here in Denver, we are on the mountains. And tomorrow the sun's going to shine and the snow's going to be gone. It's going to be nice and warm. That's the cool thing about Colorado. That it can snow and be sunny at the same time. You can go to the pool in the morning, and at night you get a nice, snowfall. And the next day it's gone. You know, it's beautiful. So obviously in England it's much colder. Well, you know, when it gets cold here, it's cold. But I mean, there's other places in the world that, like Germany, Munich, is just, when it snows, it's gray, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark. It's not fun. Here on the other side, it snows and it can be like the sun can be shining. It's crazy. I love it. If you've never been to Denver, I mean, you don't have to go to Denver, but if you've never been to Colorado, just visit it once. Check out the air. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm loving this, by the way. I love the way he's strumming. People really underestimate acoustic guitar, how challenging it can be. It's an art form just to be a rhythm guitar player. You know, there's people that play very fast and very fluid, but hey, tell them play rhythm guitar. It's a totally different concept. It's like it's a drum. It's a percussive instrument as well, and it is hard. You know, I'm very good at fingerstyle, classical, but the strumming. I mean, I took some courses, like not really flamenco, but you know, just the style, and then to play with a pick, and it's challenging. It is really, really challenging, and I love the strumming, the patterns, the different accents he uses on the strings, you know. So really, really cool, and I love his voice. It's very, very relaxing music, very beautiful, and the bass is just like very busy, but very, very there. I just like the sound of the bass, and the whole band sounds very nice. So let's keep going.
The creeping cold has fingers that caress without permission, and mystic crystal snowdrops only aggravate the condition. Do you spare one thought for the gypsy with no secure position, who's turned and spurned by village and town at the magistrate's decision, when winter comes howling in?
Beautiful. I love how the other guitar is picking the notes, you know, picking the chords, you know. I mean, maybe it's the same chord, or maybe it's like an added like 7th or 9th or something, but it's cool because it's like arpeggiating the chord, and the other one is strumming it, and it gives a nice, beautiful sound, and with the bass, really cool, man.
When the turkeys in the oven, and the Christmas presents are bought, and Santa's in his module. He's an American astronaut. Do you spare one thought for Jesus, who had nothing but his thoughts, who got busted just for talking and befriending the wrong sorts when winter comes howling in?
That bass.
Comes howling in.
The strumming. Wow. I love the different strumming, like not the pattern of the strumming, the different impact on the strings. Like he's, you know, he's like strumming stronger. I only know the word in Spanish, and that's called matizar. Matizar is when you can play very quietly, and then you can just like down, 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 down. And drummers is like, you know, like, and then they're like, you know, I don't know. I'm not a drummer. So, but no, so far, this band is beautiful. I'm sure Alexa's going to be a huge fan of this. Nick Drake for her is like one of her favorite artists, of course, Joni Mitchell. But Nick Drake has just a special place in our hearts because he was so unique and he did pass away so young. So I can't even imagine the music he would have recorded because he was so young and already so talented and so special. The way he's playing and his lyrics and his voice and the way he pronunciates words and things. So I'm seeing a little bit of a similarity between like Nick Drake and this band, like also very calm and beautiful and very, but also very, you know, this is very precise music. I love it. And I love like I said, this is something I would like to do with our Alexia. That's why she's learning guitar and she's really improving very, very much. And we went the other day, we went to look for guitars and she wants an acoustic guitar. It's literally like that one, not even the one with the strings, with the steel strings. She wants nylon. And I was like, wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Because that's how I learned with classical guitar. And I told her, you know, I'm teaching her the finger style, but it takes a lot of time. It takes years to get it down. So I was like, do you just strum and I can arpeggiate? And this is exactly what's happening in this style of music. So, hey, maybe we release like a folk rock album, you know, wouldn't that be something? All right. City songs. Now we're changing to the other album from 1971, Fog on the Tyne. And the Tyne is, I guess, the river from where these people are from. They're from city or town, Newcastle is a city. Okay, it's a it's a city. And the Tyne upon Tyne, I think. Oh no, it's called Newcastle upon Tyne. Tyne, yeah, I don't know if that's the river, but I I'm just gonna continue. Otherwise, I'm not gonna research it right now. But this is very beautiful music. Let's go with the next song. Old City. City song.
City streets, I see your lies. I will not play your game. No longer will you talk to me. You think I'm going insane. But I forgot my number. Now I'm remembering my name. I've been too long traveling on your train. You tried your best to strangle me, but I could take the pain. You tried to hypnotize me, but I see right through your game. And now your tatty tricks to me are really rather tame. I've been too long traveling on your train. City lights don't shine, they glare. And your music, it doesn't speak, it's where. And in your streets, the girls have forgotten why they're there.
Beautiful.
Someday soon I know I'm going miles and miles away. Back to
Man, the bass. Beautiful lead guitar here. Very nice fills. Just beautiful. I think the sound of this album is even better than the other one, the first one. It just sounds a little bit fuller. I don't know if it's the drumming, but the bass is just so good, and the voices, and this style is just gorgeous. Very happy with this. And then Jay was even kind enough. He was like, hey, he sent me a list, and then he's like, hey, I heard the list, and there's some songs that are in the same key. Let's change it up. And I was like, wow, that is so cool, because that's being just almost like considerate of like, hey, I want to send you something and I want you to react to different chord structures, and that is so important, you know. I mean, in music, I mean, if it's just like, you know, C, D, E, or, you know, like the entire and all, I don't know. I mean, because of course music tends to repeat itself, but if you know what I mean, you know, I think it was just a nice gesture from Jay to say, hey, these songs are kind of like in the same key, you know, let me send you something else from the same artist. And I was like, wow, awesome. Of course, you know, no problem. So let's continue.
back to the garden where the magic of children play, and to the country lady who knows more than I can say, whose nights shine brighter than your day. City lights don't shine, they glare, and your music doesn't speak, it's where. And in your streets, the girls have forgotten why they're there.
Very cool. Love it. Definitely gonna play this marathon to Alexia when she comes home, she's gonna love it. She's just gonna love it. But this is the music that she goes for. And this is also like, for example, when we listen to Led Zeppelin, and I know, like, the thing is about Led Zeppelin, I can't react to Led Zeppelin. I know Led Zeppelin from inside out. I had all their records, maybe not the BBC stuff, but I know of the BBC stuff. That's something I could react to. But Led Zeppelin, I just know all the records inside out. I heard Led Zeppelin so much, but what she loves about Led Zeppelin is literally the folky songs, like Going to California, the Rain song, which I learned. It's a super weird tuning, by the way. Awesome. There's so many good ballads. Thank You, by Led Zeppelin. That's the stuff she loves. Like Stairway to Heaven, of course, the first, half of the song is all acoustic and flutes and very, very harmonic music, very harmonious. And she just loves that. And she also is, of course, a rocker, but she's always on the acoustic side way more. Okay, now we're gonna play Passing Ghosts. Here we go.
You can sleep with me, who'll sleep with we. We'll sleep together. You don't have to watch the dawn, but you can if you want. And he can sleep with her, who'll sleep with we. We'll sleep together. You don't have to touch the rain, and you don't have to talk about the weather, 'cause it's only passing time. Well, it's only passing time. Well, it's only passing a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And when my time has come, my come has time to come together. And if my grave is really still, I won't need to talk about the weather, 'cause it's only passing time. Well, it's only passing time. Well, it's only passing a little bit of time.
That bass player is on fire. Wow, man. I love the bass player. He's so good. Okay, so that was a shorter one. Now we have a bit of a longer song. January January song from the same album. Here we go. And that's the last one too. It's the last one. Here we go. But yeah, very different.
I'm feeling rather sorry for a man I know. The world he holds in trembling hands is asking where to go. And as he stares out at me from the mirrored wall, I see that he is trying to cry, but the tears, they will not fall. His life is passing by behind his tired eyes, like the colors in the January sky. Useless it is to question things concerning the past. Seems so very obvious that nothing at all can last. And just as sure as tomorrow will soon be yesterday.
Yeah.
The love you thought you occupied will surely drift away. But I need you to help me carry on. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. And love is such a small word for something that is so vast. But in it lies the future, the present and the past. And speaking now of changes, I sometimes feel the fear that the reason for the meaning will even disappear. But I need you to help me carry on. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, and need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone. You need me, need you, need him, need everyone.
Very cool. This was a great track. I loved that they were playing, the rhythm guitar, and there was this higher register. I don't think it was a guitar. I think it was something smaller. What could it be? I don't really I don't really know the name right now. It doesn't come to my mind, but even in if you listen to the song, you'll know what it is. It's not a guitar. It's like playing this very high register, these chords, but on a different instrument. And then I loved when the piano came in. Like, that was awesome at the end. So thank you so much, Jay, for this. This is really something special because it is, an acoustic album, and you can still enjoy it so much, and it can still be so varied. There can be so much what's the word? I mean, there's a lot of variety on there. Even though it's acoustic music, it's folk, but that doesn't mean that it's not interesting or creative. I think this was a very great marathon, very, very beautifully played and performed by the band, and I can't wait to hear more. Honestly, this was very, very good. Thank you so much for exposing me to a new band, or I mean, not a new band, for me it's new, and it's beautiful. And I know, for example, Alexia is gonna dig this 100%. So that's like something I could literally play her and tell her, hey, are you inspired? You know, you want to practice? Because then she will, you know, when she hears Joni, when she hears you know, Nick Drake, then she always wants to play guitar, because that's the music that inspires her. Folk music. So awesome. Great choices. Thank you so much for making it, you know, for choosing, you know, the chord progressions there. That is such a very nice touch, because you could have said, well, you know, that's the one I like, and, you know, deal with it, you know. But you were like, hey, you know, I don't want it to be too repetitive, and was not at all. It was very beautiful. There was a lot of, that's the word I was looking for, a lot of variety. And I love the singing, and it was maybe not like the best singing, but it wasn't bad at all. It was just very, you know, very spontaneous. I mean, you know, like, I don't know, maybe when I sing, you know, I'm not the best singer, but I can sing, but I'm not like, you know, you know what I mean? I just like when it's raw, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I like that in a band, when you know, when they're not all professionals, like, you know, I mean, they're not all like classically trained. You can also be a good singer, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not saying that he was out of tune, but it's just like, you know, it was just, that's my voice, and that's what it is, you know. That's what I like about this. So thank you so much, Jay. I did enjoy this very, very much. I hope everybody watching does as well. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see each other in the next video.